Central Arkansas Basketball Report. Sponsored by 1037 The Buzz, AT&T, All Clean Restoration Services, Crane Automotive, AT&T Real Yellow Pages, First Security Bank, Sonic Drive-In, JJ's Grill, Zaxby's, and the Log Cabin Democrat.
Welcome to the UCA Basketball Report with head coach Corliss Williamson. I'm happy to report the Bears won on Saturday, and that had to be one happy locker room.
Yes, it was. You know, our guys, they've been fighting pretty hard, you know, for the whole season. And after losing those games, it was pretty tough on them, but they continued to practice every day, and to get that win, it was very uplifting for our guys' spirit. And
the way they won it, we'll look at the highlights in just a minute, but they made championship plays at the end of a game when it looked like it was going the other way.
Yes, you know, there for a while when we were losing all these games, when a team would make a run on us, we kind of give in to it and, you know, have an attitude like, oh, here we go again, and kind of lose. But our guys really stuck in there, and they made big plays defensively and also some big plays offensively to give us an opportunity to win that game.
It says something about the team and the coaching staff that you hadn't given up on them and they hadn't given up on the season.
Right, we haven't. I mean, we know we're building a program, and for us to build a program, we want to have some momentum going into next season, and we're looking at it as an opportunity to have a winning record at home, number one, then also to double our win total if we can find a way to win the next two games. So we've got some things we're fighting for. We got some goals we've set as a team, and we're trying to accomplish those goals so we can continue to build our program.
It's nice to have when you win like that, a true team win. If you look down the board, you played a lot of folks, a lot of minutes.
Yes, we did. You know, the second half, we were platooning them in and out. You know, we run them in 5 at a time, and it gave us an opportunity for everyone to stay fresh. Everyone who stepped on the court brought energy, and I thought at the end of the game, Southeast Louisiana was kind of tired, and as a result of that, we were able to push through and find a way to win.
How much easier does that win make this final week?
It makes it a lot easier. You know, of course, we were still hoping our tournament hopes would be alive, but the other two teams took care of that, Texas State and Nicholls. But, you know, for us to finish the season out strong, we have our seniors coming up with their senior night. We definitely want to send them out with a bang with their last home game, and then to finish the season up 3-0 as opposed to where we started the season 0-3. I think that shows some progress, and it shows that we started off bad, but we're able to finish strong.
It's a hectic time for you. I know you mentioned you were just back from Mississippi recruiting. Your son's going to be playing in state tournament play in Cabot, so you're all over the place at this time of year.
Oh, yes, I'm all over the place. You know, I got a lot of recruiting to do this time of year. Of course, we're finishing up our last 2 games. The state playoffs start. My oldest son is playing in Cabot, and you know, the funny thing about it, my 2 younger boys, they started their tournament at the boys club. So there's a lot of basketball I'm going to try to make, but unfortunately I'm not going to be able to get to every game.
So if the younger boys started, they winning too?
Yes, they are. They're winning right now. So I told them if everybody can win this week, you know, it'll be a great week for the Williamsons.
All right. When we return to the UCA Basketball Report, 1 loss and 1 win. That's coming up next.
I'm Jay Myers with Crane Buick GMC, the GM Giant right here in Conway. We're proud to support the UCA Bears. Come let us show you that we're the best place in the state of Arkansas to buy your next vehicle. Best selection, best service, and best prices. Come see our full-service dealership, bring your UCA ticket stub and get an extra $500 off or 10% off any service visit. The GM Giant loves Conway and the UCA Bears. Crane Buick GMC, 1003 North Museum Road. Go Bears!
CraneTeam.com. Predicting the future is hard, but I have this new smartphone, and now I can see everything more clearly. I can organize the analysis, sort through all the data, maybe even rattle some cages. I predict that I'm gonna like the future, because the future's where I'll be serving up humble pie with a little side of crow.
AT&T introduces the Samsung Galaxy Note, a smartphone and tablet in one.
Welcome back to the UCA Basketball Report. On Wednesday, the Bears were in Thibodaux, Louisiana, hoping to sweep that season series with Nicholls State.
Yes, you know, we really wanted to find a way to win that series. Would have given us an opportunity to really gain 2 games on Nicholls. One by giving them a loss and us gaining a win and you know, extending our hopes of making the conference tournament. But you know, we just couldn't pull it off. They had a couple of guys who didn't make the trip, but guys really fought hard and had some guys who played some pretty good minutes.
For 32 minutes, it could have gone either way, and a little stretch in there that killed you again.
We always have that lull at some point in time in the game, and it always comes at the wrong time. You know, we We started the game off well. I thought we played excellent in the first half together as a team. And second half, they were able to pull away, and we just couldn't get some of our shots to fall.
Boy, to be proud of the football player, Joe Harris. He stepped up huge at Thibodeau.
Oh, yeah, Joe, Cool Joe played a great game for us down there. I mean, he was able to knock down three-point shots. I think he was 3 of 5 from the three-point arc, had 17 points. And, he just brings some toughness to us when he's out there on the court. And he had a great game for us.
And Jarvis Garner has shown signs this year of just explosiveness, scoring, rebounding at certain points of the season.
Yes, we've just been looking for him to be consistent in that area, but Jarvis does a great job of scoring the basketball, especially when his shot is on. He's able to knock down the jump shots. He's able to get to the basket some and also get to the free throw line. I'm excited to see how he finishes the season out, and I think with that momentum, it's really going to help him going into the off season, preparing for next year.
One area that really bothered you in this game, what would it be?
The one area in this game, I thought we turned the ball over way too much. I mean, they really didn't pressure us too much down there, but we had some costly turnovers there during the game, and that was something that really hurt us. I thought we shot the three-point shot well. I think we shot 52% from three, which gave us an opportunity to stay in the game, but we turned the ball over too much, and then we gave up way too many offensive rebounds. They really took it to us on the boards.
And early in the second half was where the game was decided.
It was. Early in the second half, they really came out and took it right to us. They were attacking us off the dribble. They were also able to get second chance shots. We still had some guys making some shots and some plays, but we just couldn't make enough of them at the end of the game to offset the way they started the second half.
Think the team has a better idea of now what it takes to win on the road?
I believe so. I believe we have an understanding. At certain points we lose focus out there, and you can't do that on the road. I mean, if you're going to have any lulls, you got to be able to offset those with good defense. And we didn't do a good job of that.
I think as a coach, you now have a clearer vision of what it's going to take to get it done on the road and in this conference?
I do. Second time around throughout the conference, have a better feel for each team, kind of the coaches' tendencies and what they really look to do. I think our players have a better understanding of it, so I'm excited to finish this year off well, but also looking forward to next year and how we're going to compete. I think we'll all have a better understanding and do a little bit better than what we did this season.
You're coming back from Nicholls State. Did you have a pretty good feeling going into Saturday's game, the way you had played on Wednesday night?
We did. We had a pretty good feeling. Our guys came in, they were focused for practice. I think they understood the task at hand as far as finishing the season out strong. They really felt bad about not winning that game at Nicholls, so this was an opportunity for us to be the team who we thought stole a game from us at their place, having them down 16 points in the first half, and we let them win it in overtime. So I knew our guys were going to be focused for that one.
You talk about the lack of consistency. That's not happening just at UCA. That's kind of all over college basketball. You were a guy that was very consistent as a college player. What's the key to being more consistent for some of these guys? What you're going to hammer into them over this offseason? Right.
To me, it's practice. It starts in practice. If you're consistent every day in practice by the effort you bring, your concentration and your focus, then it'll translate over to the basketball game when you step on the court. A lot of times, we have guys that really aren't into practice every day, and as a result, when you get to that basketball game, you're going to lose focus because you haven't prepared yourself every day in practice to be ready to play at a high level. And I think that's what a lot of young men are missing nowadays, and they need to really focus on practice because it really helps.
Have you had a chance to show them the video, 40 Minutes of Hell?
Yes, we did. We actually had the opportunity.
Better understanding of how intense you were as a player?
Yes, they do. It was funny. You hear them in there, ooh, is that coach? So, they have some clarity of where I came from as a basketball player. And actually, we watched it right before the Southeastern Louisiana game. So they kind of gave them some motivation, and they can understand where we're trying to get our program.
All right, when we return, we'll look at a big win for the UCA Bears. A great finish, and it was a great atmosphere here at the Ferris Center. That's coming up next on the UCA Basketball Report.
Welcome to Moe's and great eye-opening moments.
You guys are skins.
Need to regain your swagger? Our new taco stacks are filled with Moe's famous queso, 2 crispy corn tortillas, fresh veggies, shredded cheese, and all-natural cage-free chicken. Then folded and grilled crispy, making everyone feel tougher. Well, almost everyone. Moe's, feed the moment.
Welcome back to the UCA Basketball Report. Let's look back at Saturday's win. And I was following action on the internet because Saturday was a non-basketball day at my house. Wife gets sick. I worked like 12 or 13 straight days, so I had to watch a movie. But following on the internet, what a wild game. Down about 10, up about 10, and then high drama in the final seconds.
Right. You know, it was a fun atmosphere for college basketball. You know, we had, I think, 2,200 fans here, and it was just you know, it was a great time to be here at Central Arkansas. I mean, just the game, the excitement. It was a lot of fun coaching, and I know our players really enjoyed playing in that game.
Let's talk about the beginning of the game and your expectations and how you thought the early part of the game went.
Well, you know, early on in the game, you're wondering, you know, what's going on. Are we going to come out with the intensity that we need? We changed our lineup up some, and I thought our guys came out and was focused and tried to play hard, but unfortunately we got down 10 points early in the game, and I was just excited we were able to find a way to fight back and get into it in the second half.
And talk about, you mentioned a strategy change. We look at early action here at halftime as far as defensively and what you were doing.
Yes, you know, I think early in the first half we really didn't pick up as much full court. We played them a lot in the half court, trapping some. They were able to knock down some three-point shots and, you know, really put some pressure on us. I think we went in at halftime. We were down. I'm not quite sure what we were down at halftime, but you know, they really came out. I think we were down 30-25, down by 5 points. So we fought back and got it within 5 before half, and felt very confident going into halftime. As you see there, you know, we had a good game. He knocked down some big shots. Oliver Wells made some big shots for us during that basketball game.
Yeah, wild game. Was tied 5 times, 8 lead changes. You had to be proud of the points off turnovers, and that's something your team's going to have to live on. 25-14, you had the edge there.
Yes, we were able to really pressure them in the full court. We made them commit 23 turnovers. I think we ended up with 8 steals on that. So when we were able to turn the other team over and convert those points, convert those turnovers into points, it really helps us scoring-wise.
Well, Jarvis Garner on the boards again, had 9 rebounds. See him there attacking the offensive glass.
Yes, you know, Jarvis didn't score the ball well in the first half, but he really got on the boards for us and kept going and kept his intensity up. That's a good thing about Jarvis. He's versatile enough that if he's not scoring, he can do some other things to help us. That's a good pass there by Carlin Bremner.
And you got everybody in the mix. So look at these minutes, 30, 13, 24, 13, 18, 13, 23, 19, 15. If you were on the bench, you were 11. You were getting minutes.
Yes, we were. You know, after watching that 40 Minutes of Hell video, they had a chance to see how Coach Richardson, you know, running guys in and out of the game, and we kind of went to that tactic in the second half, you know, substituting it 5 at a time, and I think we ended up with 11 guys who played double-digit minutes. So, you know, our guys bought into it. It's a great steal there by Linnell Brown and finish. But they bought into it and played their hearts out for whatever minutes they were out there.
I'd always notice when your teams or Nolan's teams would put those 5 guys in front of the scorers table, there was kind of an excitement in the crowd that, boy, this guy's going to do that.
Yes. Well, you know, when you do that, you expect that energy to stay up. You know, I told our guys, you know, whenever you're in there, you play as hard as you can and give us the minutes you can give us. And you're not going to be in there long, so don't try to reserve any energy. And they bought into it, and the fans really enjoy it too when they can see that type of excitement and intensity stay high.
You can tell here how hard they're competing, and this is a team that, you know, has had a lot of games where they haven't had much success down the stretch, but they never lost confidence or faith in this game.
No, we didn't. No, they never lost confidence or faith. We continued to fight and play hard. We got after them defensively. We were able to create those turnovers and steals. The crowd got into it. Our guys were really energetic out there, and you know that's why we were able to make a run and push our lead up to 10 points, and that's a good block there by Anthony Borden. This is something that we really need him to do more of.
And here a huge shot, and it's going back and forth now. You can see the energy of the Ferris Center.
Oh yeah, the energy is really high. You know, Oliver Wells knocked that shot down to put us up 2, and then Ryan knocks down a big 3 there. You know, the thing I like to see is when I look on the sideline, I see our bench jumping up and down and getting into the game. That's really what basketball is about. Mark Rutledge there gets the and one play. You can tell they were really fired up for this game.
Yeah, you know, you made the point about the bench. You got 6 or 7 guys on a big bucket up after each shot.
Oh yes, and you know, there's different guys who made shots at different points in times in the game. You know, Linnell Brown there getting that layup there with a pass from Robert Crawford. I mean, we were really pushing the ball in transition. We were making a run. Our guys were really into it, and you know, you can really sense that we were taking control of the game at that point.
The turnover number not as high as it's been in the past this game.
No, not as much. We didn't turn the ball over as much this game. We really took care of the basketball. They had some nice moves there. That one by Oliver Wells, but you know, Southeastern came back and made a run. They were able to knock down some shots. I think they got up by at least 4 points at one point, but you know, we had a big play there by Joe, who stepped up and took a charge, which we really needed at that point in time. You know, here we are down 4 points, and you know, Rob was out of the game. We put him in, and he knocked down a big shot to cut that lead to 1. Southeastern just kept coming back. You know, we couldn't take them out of it. I mean, they wouldn't give up. They made big shot after big shot.
It's a 5-point game now.
Yeah, 5-point game. You know, you look back at the Eastern Illinois game early in the year, Jarvis Garner hit that same shot to take it to overtime, and that was just a big shot for him to make for us to put the game in 2 points. Of course, we had the foul. Southeastern, not a good free throw shooting team, so we were able to get that. We had a play drawn up for a 3 if he made one. But, you know, Quentin Miles, when you're down 2, you want to put the ball in his hands and let him attack the basket like he did there. And that was just a big-time play for us. You see everybody was really excited. I like to see that expression on his face. The good thing about it is he made the free throw to put us up 1. And, you know, we had to get a stop at the end of the game. And, you know, right now I'm holding my breath like, man, oh, please don't get this shot off in time. And when it rolls off, you know, a big sigh of relief comes over you.
It's long when I talk about it, but you've been living it.
Yes,
and that's had to be tough for you and the players.
It has been, you know, and I tweeted out after the game. I was so proud of our guys for sticking in there, continuing to work every day.
I think you had Bible verses before the game.
Oh yes, yes. Coach McFadden, the volleyball coach, sent me one, and I tweeted that out as well. You know, talked about perseverance and being able to fight through the tough times and the adversity, and in the end, you know, being rewarded for that. And I thought our guys were really rewarded by getting that victory on Saturday.
Will you do some of the same things as far as the substitution pattern, maybe to get them going, you know, stick 5 guys in, or depending on the flow of the game, I imagine?
It depends on the flow of the game. We talked about it as a staff, and we're thinking about possibly doing that same type of rotation early in the game and just kind of having a feel and see how it's going. You know, if it's working well for us, we'll stick with it. If not, you know, we have to make the proper adjustments that are necessary. But I'm excited about Wednesday night's game and excited for our guys.
In the future, is that something you'd like to be able to do, to have, you know, 10, 11 players, then you could grab 5 players, and then 5 more can be ready to go in?
Oh yes, I mean, you want to have that depth. You know, that's when I tell our guys, you don't want to play 30 or 40 minutes the way we want to play basketball, because you're not going to be as effective. You're going to be tired. To be able to pull guys off the bench and not miss a beat or not drop off, that's going to be something nice to have for our program, for our staff to work with. So we're excited about that, possibly getting the program to that level, and we're going to continue to recruit and get us there.
Now, you're a young head coach. You're going into your 3rd season as head coach at UCA, and I had some time at Arkansas Baptist. Do you have some things you've learned this year that you're going to implement in the offseason and do differently?
Oh yeah, I mean, as you continue to coach, I think I forgot which coach said it. Even when you're an older coach, you know, you're always learning. When you stop learning, you need to stop coaching, because you're not getting better, you're only getting worse. So, you know, I've learned some things, certain things, way to handle things in our program, certain things that we can and can't do offensively and defensively. And I'm anxious and excited to get into the off season and try to change a few things and get the program where we need it.
Our AT&T Play of the Week?
Play of the week, it had to be that last play by
Miles.
Quentin Miles.
Yeah.
You know, that was a big drive, and for him to make that free throw, we really needed that victory. And so that was my play of the week.
Well, it had to make you feel good as a head coach that he was able to take command of the situation and attack the hoop, not settle for an outside jumper.
Right. You know, Miles has the ability to attack the basket, and you know, he didn't play well against Nicholls and against Southeastern. He missed a couple of free throws and turned it over at the end when we lost there. So for him to redeem himself and regain that confidence by hitting the game-winning shot for us, that was very big for him.
So how did the Bears celebrate their big win?
We gave each other a high five and told him, we got to come back and work. We actually practiced the next day because we had to get out and recruit on Monday. So didn't get a chance to celebrate too much.
All right, we'll wrap up the UCA basketball report in just a minute.
Real Yellow Pages, YP.com, and YP.com on your mobile. More ways to search, more ways to find. Only from AT&T.
At Zaxby's, all of our salads are made fresh to satisfy any craving. Like the blue, with a bold taste of real blue cheese and buffaloed or blackened chicken. The House, or the Caesar. With so many flavor-packed choices, you'll be seeing salad in a whole new way. Guess someone forgot to tell us that salads are supposed to be boring. Zaxby's, indescribably good.
Welcome back to the UCA basketball report, and it's instead of player of the week, it's players of the week this week, which is a good thing.
It is a good thing, and it's funny too. The two players of the week are former football players. So. You look at Oliver Wells and also Joe Harris. I think they had an excellent week for us on the court. They both scored the ball well for us at times and played good defense for us. And I was just very excited and happy for their effort and the way they played this week.
Our log cabin stat of the week, and this makes the players feel good and makes the coach feel good.
Yes, it does. The stat of the week would be the game against Southeastern Louisiana when we had 11 guys with double-figure minutes. That's the ultimate sacrifice is to not worry about minutes and sharing your minutes with your teammates. And our guys did a great job of that, accepting their roles for that night, and to have 11 guys with double-figure minutes, that's big for our team. No one was able to pout, and they were all excited and happy.
This is the final show of the year, and I know you're not where you want to be, but I think this year the Bears showed they're getting closer. I mean, you had so many games where you take away a 2 or 3 minute stretch and you're right there.
Right. And it's exciting looking forward to the potential of our team, of our program. Very excited about this season, the way things went early on, how we were able to fight back from losing 3 in a row to winning 5 in a row. And then to fight through this last stretch and find a way to win and hopefully finish the season out strong. I think there's some promising things on the horizon for our program if our guys continue to work the plan and get better.
You have big decisions to make as far as personnel, the guys on the team right now and the ones you're going to pick up. So.
Right. That's at this time of year, your staff, you're always talking, you're trying to figure out how to improve your team, how to get better. And, it's going to be some tough decisions to make at the end of the year. We're still out recruiting, so you have to fight off other teams for players you think can help your program. It's an exciting time, but in the same breath, we're really looking forward to next season, seeing how we're going to piece things together and figure out who we're going to have for our team.
And talk about your staff. You got guys like I know Coach Finley will go anywhere to find a player. You've got a staff that'll work to find guys that'd be a good fit for this program.
Yes, I mean my staff they do an excellent job of working hard. Coach Finley, who's I really call him the head coach. I mean he's running the show around. He knows the ins and outs of a college program, knows how it works, and he's got us all out recruiting, figuring out where our players are. Coach Walker does a great job, and Coach Jackson. So we got some guys who are working hard, recruiting, evaluating talent, and I think we've got some good guys on the horizon in our scope. So hopefully we can get them to pull the trigger and sign a name on the dotted line.
It was a difficult year for you, especially the back end. Do you feel a little more comfortable as far as being the head coach at UCA than, say, if you backed up a year and a half?
I do. I really feel comfortable here. I feel comfortable with our program. You know, Dr. Teague is you know, one of the best ADs. I mean, really the only one I've had a chance to work for on this level. But you know, there's no pressure here. He understands we're still building the program. So I'm excited about the opportunity and potential of Central Arkansas, and hopefully we can get the program rolling next year and continue to get better.
And this is a pretty good basketball conference when you look at especially the upper end.
Yes, it is. You know, you look at Lamar, of course we're losing a couple of other top teams that are leaving, but McNeese State's always been well. Northwestern has a good tradition, so we're trying to get Central Arkansas up to that upper echelon. You know, we got Oral Roberts coming in next season, which is going to boost our conference up as well. So we're going to continue to work, and hopefully these teams will start mentioning us as, you know, one of the conference elite.
You look at your stats, your final stats now, well, heading into the final week, they probably won't change a whole lot. What areas do you see? I know turnovers, you'd like to see those numbers go down. Where would you like this team to be stat-wise? You know, where do they have to make big improvements?
When I look at it, you know, I look at our, you look at the turnovers like we talked about, but also the one thing I really think is killing us is free throw percentage. You know, we got the ability to get to the free throw line, and I think, you know, if we shot a better free throw percentage, we probably have a better shot at going to the conference tournament this year. So I think the free throw percentage is another thing that we have to work on, and also scoring. We have to stop our opponent from scoring so many points, and that goes along with keeping them off the boards and playing better defense as far as field goal percentage.
A guy like LaQuinton Miles who can get to the free throw line a lot, how can he become a better free throw shooter in the offseason? I've seen a lot of guys like Shaq never improved his free throw percentage, and I would imagine he practiced some, but is it just practice?
I believe so. I mean, you have to get in the gym, and you have to really focus on it. You have to want to become a better free throw shooter. You know, I didn't shoot free throws great coming out of college, but at a certain point in my NBA career, I was like, okay, I'm missing out on a lot of points. I really need to focus, and I think I ended up shooting my past few years right around the 80%, higher 70s. So I think it's just a mindset. You have to get in that gym and really want to get better at it, and I think Q will do it because he knows he'll be a lot better player for us if he can knock down free throws.
All right, it's been a pleasure, Corliss, and continued success. How about wrapping up with 2 wins this week?
Hey, sounds great, Steve. Appreciate it and enjoyed every minute of it.
All right, well, thanks for tuning in to the UCA Basketball Report.
The Corliss Williamson Call-In Show is on the Buzz 103.7 at 8 p.m. on Mondays at JJ's Grill in Conway. Come out to watch the show live, meet Big Nasty, and enjoy the weekly specials.